602, start lining them up for hot laps. 602, start.
I don't know how much softer you want to be. Like I say, 1 and 2, it looked good where it was catching some brown.
Yeah, if I can go in harder, it turns fine.
Right.
But if I go in kind of easy, it wants to kind of shove the nose.
So, like I say, we'll pull that off and change them numbers. Go back to what we were before the last feature.
Line them up, guys. Pro stock, line them up.
We got to measure. I don't know what it's at right now. When you're done.
Right.
Then I'm finally off of it.
We need something that might be, I don't know, if it's just a tick lower than what we got, but we don't have anything in between what we're at and what we were at.
Over here, you can hear it over here.
I could hear you down the front stretch, yeah.
But it comes off the corner better like that.
It does, yeah.
You know, those are supposed to be for my birthday, not for after hot lap snack.
I need a snack.
Your sugar's getting low.
I don't really want to change wedge right yet.
Right, I know. I'm just saying we can't do it with the wedge that we got. If I wanted to put 350 in it, I can't do it. I can get you all the extension load you ever wanted, but that other number, I can't get it without more wedge. I don't want to get you over too far and then have you be tight in the corner, you know what I mean?
How'd that left front deal look? Could you tell a difference?
You're the one that'd be noticing that and driving it, I guess, but the track isn't smooth.
Didn't feel like it was picking.
I don't think you had the sight bite. It did when you rolled the bottom up here, but I couldn't tell down on the other end if it was.
Yeah, over there I couldn't really hook the bottom.
Actually, she's got pictures of it on the other end. You were picking on the top. It was just, you know, skimming the...
Yeah, because I would go in and it would slide through the black of it and it'd hit the top.
Right. Oop. But, like I say, that over there is where I wonder if we should... Maybe I'll run down and see if let me see how much money I got.
Alrighty, we are rolling off P4 in heat 1. I believe they're taking 4 because there's 3 heats, handicapping wise. But hot laps, he was 6th overall fastest, so not terrible. We do have Jankowski and Eric Rudolph, some bigger names here
Our first heat race for Three Bastards Brewing Modified. Here's how it's going to look. Row 2 on the inside of Verna, the 22X of Mike Richmond. On the outside, the Bainbridge native, the 23 of Brandon Laux. We are underway here with our first heat race of the evening. Into number 1 and 2 for the first time. It's going to be Tucker O'Connor taking the race lead away. AJ Miller and okay. All right, Miller, O'Connor going to try it again. I don't know if they're going to be liking that start again either or whatnot. As they work their way down to number 1 and 2, AJ Miller's at the race lead. Laux and O'Connor going to go underneath as Miller drifted high as they work their way down the back straightaway here for the first time. Tucker O'Connor, your race leader. AJ Miller is second. Brandon Laux is third. Then it's Andrew Ferguson. Oh, he's up over the berm. Hang on to it, Andrew. He'll get up over the berm. He'll get back up on. We're good to go as they work their way down to number 1 and 2 now. Brandon Laux battling for the race lead here. Down it is number 1 and 2, and down the back straightaway. Laux will take the race lead away. It's Tucker O'Connor in second, AJ Miller third. Then you've got a battle between CJ Castelletti, Eric Rudolph up on the high side, where Mama hides the cookies up on that top shelf, trying to make something happen here. Down the front straightaway, Rudolph will get by Robert Gage. He'll look to try to get around that 117 of CJ Castelletti here off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. So Eric Rudolph with that 25, working his way down into turn number 3 and 4, trying to get around that 117 of Castelletti. Richmond will drift wide. It's going to allow Castelletti to look underneath. Down the front straightaway, side by side for a position here. Castelletti's got the nose out ahead of Richmond here into the corner. Rudolph to the inside now, trying to make something happen. He'll be side by side, door to door with the 22 of Richmond down the back straightaway. Rudolph down low, Richmond up high as they battle into turn number 3 and 4. Castelletti just ahead, down the front straightaway, halfway in, halfway to go for your race leader, Brandon Laux in the 23. As they work their way to turn 1 and 2, it's Richmond down low, Rudolph up high. Oh, Richmond just bobbled there in the corner. That's going to allow Rudolph to capitalize, take that spot away. Move Rudolph into the fifth spot as they look for more here, trying to get by that 117 of CJ Castelletti. As they work their way down the front straightaway into number 1 and 2. Rudolph up on the high side. Castelletti is down low. Down off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway here. This time by 2 laps to go. For your race leader, Brandon Laux. Castelletti and Rudolph battling here for position. As they work their way down to turn 1 and 2. Rudolph up high. Castelletti down low. Rudolph going to try to power around the outside. As they work their way down the back straightaway. Still Castelletti maintaining the position, but here comes Rudolph to the outside. They're going to be side by side for position. White flag is out forever. However, for the 23 of Brandon Laux, Laux has got the white flag in the air. He's got one more time around this raceway. O'Connor is second. Miller is third. Down the back straightaway. Brandon Laux out of Bainbridge. Going to work his way into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time and off the corner. Modified heat race number 1 is going to go to Brandon Laux to the 23.
We have been just absolutely walking away with our heat races here. So hopefully that our handicap is decent. I mean, we've been top 5 the last couple of times we've been here. So hopefully that momentum goes and the motor blowing up at Thunder is behind us because we need a good run. Man, who'd you get in a fight with?
Utica Rome.
Oh my God.
It looked like when you come out on the initial start, it went out from under you.
Yeah, it did.
It did, because you were in
I was trying to because the 42 wasn't quite going, the 14 was going.
Right.
So I tried to go down. I was trying to split, go by the 42, and as soon as it went down, it
went out.
Yeah. I could have doored him, moved him into one here, because he was coming back down, but I had to back out of it a little bit.
Right.
With the droop check?
No.
Like they do with the late models?
Measure that down.
You're up next. Let's start lining them up. Limited, you're up next.
I am wondering about that whole deal on that right front. Whether I wish we didn't have to go out with a cover on, but just to try and, you know, it's going to make heat because you are using that brake. And obviously it made heat right there with you using the brake, but we've seen a colder tire grip better than a hot one. But
Yeah, like as soon as it hit the brown, I mainly out of 4 it did it. Like I don't know if there's a dip out of 4, but it like just, and it was stuck.
stayed. So
Then I come up to like the wall kinda, it hits chip and then go back down.
right.
I think they removed a Uke tire in the middle of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They took one of the Uke tires out and
Uh-huh.
they put a half truck tire in.
Oh,
That's what Kyle Dimitro was just telling me too. Because now you can skim over it.
so you're bouncing over that.
Unless someone hit it and it's just not there, but it's black.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks slippery.
They start 7.
Yeah.
Got
'cause
Walters, Bowman, the same guy that were in front of me in the heat, the 14, the 42.
they're all ahead of you.
Yeah.
What's his name? Yankowski must be
I don't know
12.
where he's at. He's got to be.
They come back in 9. You know, it's surprising that the right front grew that much and, you know, pressure-wise in 8 laps. And I wonder if that ain't some of the tightness in the car, because never really checked it after the feature to see just how much it actually grew, how hard it got, whether.
I can do that when he comes pulling in.
Yeah, we used to, and then we kind of got away from it. And
We started 4th in the heat race. Finished 1st. Rode around the bottom. Picked them off that way. We roll off 7th. So we're on the bottom again. Tracks, it's hard to tell if it's going to be a bottom or top, but we're thinking more bottom, but we'll see.
I have to wear a hat to cover up my goose egg.
How'd you get
I'm a rock off the racetrack.
Really?
Sitting where we sit. I'm watching him go through one. It was like whoever was 2nd, 3rd. I'm watching him and whack. But so I told him if that's what it takes, get one of these to be in victory lane, I'll hit myself in the head with a hammer.
All right, rolling off P7.
Wow.
I told you it was bad.
I'm tipping my head.
P7.
Yep. Hopefully we go forward. We've been having a couple good runs here, so. Yep.
Our 3 Masters Brewing Modified competitors are out on the raceway. Here is your starting lineup.
Brandon Louts with the 23 inside row 4, joined by the Nicholas Root number 30. Hit the VP making PowerPoint. Here we go.
Green flag is out. 30-lap modified feature underway here at the Utica Rome Speedway. Down into turn number 1 and 2 for the first time. It's going to be A.J. Miller taking the race lead. Tucker O'Connor is second, and it's Addison Bowman, Brandon Louts, Dalton Doyle all battling for position. Louts going to drop to the inside of Bowman there. He'll take a spot there. Lap number 1 going to go to A.J. Miller down the front straightaway. Tucker O'Connor is second, Brandon Louts in third as they roar into turn number 1 and 2. It's Doyle and Bowman battling down for position. Matt Jantic and Brandon Louts. Oh man, I think Jantic just clipped the Uke tire, and there's a Uke tire on the track. Oh, Chantel clips it down the back straightaway. Uke tire goes flying.
All right, caution on 1. We're now P3.
Green flag is back out. We're back underway.
No power down the front straightaway. Oh boy, somebody almost got the Uke tire on the inside of turn number 4. There's the pack screens off into turn number 2. New leader Brandon Louts takes over the number 1 spot. O'Connor drifting back into a battle with Addison Bowman. 3 wide going down the backstretch into turn number 3. Here comes Kid Rocket.
Alex Jankowski on the move down the front straightaway. Brandon Walters and Tucker O'Connor battling for position. Into number 1 and 2. It's going to be Walters, Janzik, O'Connor, and Jankowski battle. Jankowski to power by O'Connor. Down the back straightaway. He's looking for more. He's going to try to power around Janzik and Walters here into number 3. Kid Rocket on the move with an 84Y. He's up on the high side. High, wide, and handsome is Alex Jankowski. He'll get by Janzik. He's got Brandon Walters now on the inside. Alex Jankowski making that high line work as they work their way off into number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Alex Jankowski is on the move. Brandon Walters is right there. Brandon got blocked there into turn number 3. Addison Bowman and Walters right there on the low side. Jankowski up high. He's going to try to go 2 for 1 here off the corner down the front straightaway. He'll clear Walters here and now looking to get by Addison Bowman. Alex Jankowski is on the move with his 84Y. He's now to the outside of Addison Bowman down the back straightaway. Yellow lights are on.
Dad.
Yeah.
Caution on
2 laps
4.
in, he had to lead from 7.
Caution on 4. We're starting on the pole. But Jankowski's coming.
He is.
He's coming. But we're looking pretty strong.
Brandon Laux, AJ Miller set to bring the field back to green. Green flag is back out.
So as they power off turn number 4, keep an eye on that red number 84, Jankowski outside, laid open for him. He sweeps past Bowman. Miller falls back, and Miller and Walters are side by side for 4th, and Jankowski is kicking in the afterburners. Kid Rocket is going for the number 1 spot here. Off turn number 4, gets a little bit too far to the outside, tucks in behind Brandon Laux. Now he'll try the top lane again here through turns 1 and 2 and spins the tires a little bit, and Laux pulls him out by about 2 car lengths as they go into turn number 3.
Alex Jankowski up on the high side now. Brandon Laux side by side for the race lead off the corner. Down the front straightaway, Laux will still have the race lead. Jankowski right there behind him in second. Through turns 1 and 2, Alex Jankowski way up on the high side, into turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Brandon Laux will take the race lead away, or still has the race lead. Alex Jankowski trying to take that race lead away. Into turn number 3 and 4, these two continue to battle. Jankowski trying to power off the corner. He's going to cross back over and try to get to the low side of Laux now into turn number 1 and 2. Back up top is Jankowski. Laux still maintaining that bottom as they work their way through the corner and down the back straightaway. Brandon Laux and Alex Jankowski battling for the race lead. Jankowski has got the run now into turn number 3 and 4. Now they're going to be side by side for the race lead. Off of turn number 3 and 4. This time by, it'll be lap 8 in the books. 22 laps to go for your race leader, Brandon Laux. New race leader into turn number 1 and 2. Jankowski peeks his nose to the outside. He took the race lead away. However, Laux still maintains the bottom down the back straightaway. They duke it out into turn number 3 and 4. Alex Jankowski now going to power out ahead. He'll take the race lead away. Now new race leader, Kid Rocket off of turn number 3 and 4.
So Jankowski goes up into the lead now and drops down to the bottom to protect any trying to return pass there from Laux. Those two have pulled out about half a straightaway over Bowman. Bowman has Walters trying to close in, and Matt Janza giving that borrowed ride there, the digging machine, a good run right now, sits in the 5th position as he rolls off the bottom here off turn number 4, a couple of car lengths behind the 22W of Walters. But meanwhile, Alex Jankowski and Brandon Laux, they continue to be about a full straightaway ahead as they complete lap number 14. So 1 lap shy, the halfway point is halfway home. There is your race leader, Alex Jankowski, as he is trying to get into traffic at the back of the field.
Randy Chantel, we got one up off the berm into number 3 and 4. It's Stephen Gray as they work their way down into number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Brandon Laux, who's in second, got some heavy lap traffic around him. He's going to split the middle of Aaron Jacobs and Johnny Holmes on into turn number 3. Alex Jankowski looks to the outside of Jimmy Becker down the front straightaway. He'll put him a lap down. Robert Gage now ahead of your race leader, Alex Jankowski, as they work their way down to turn number 1 and 2. Brandon Laux has got Randy Chantel and Jim Becker in between him and Alex Jankowski. Meanwhile, it's that battle between Janzik, Bowman, and Walters still happening here on the raceway. Eric Rudolph got by AJ Pontarowski down the back straightaway. He's looking to get the caution is out.
All right, caution on 17. We're second. Jankowski. We'll take that.
As Jankowski and Laux set to bring the field back to green.
Jankowski rolls off the inside of turn number 4. He's back on the gas as they go into turns 1 and 2. Bowman and Walters side by side for 4th, and they're jammed up behind him. Off turn number 2, Eric Rudolph starting to come up into the mix. One car into the backstretch wall, and that is going to bring out the caution.
Yep.
Wicked-T's caution waving. I think Peyton Talbot may have gotten squeezed up there. Alex Jankowski looking for win number 3 on the season here at Utica Rome as we are back underway as they roll down into turns 1 and 2. Janzik going for the number 2 spot here on launch. Pair of 23s duking out, and Janzik is up into second.
Matt Janzik on the move with this 23 car. He's trying to chase down Kid Rocket here off of turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, Alex Jankowski still has the race lead. It's Matt Janzik in second. Then it's Brandon Laux in the 3rd spot. And you have Brandon Walters and Addison Bowman. Eric Rudolph now creeping up into this one. Rudolph has caught up to the top 5 here down the back straightaway. Matt Janzik, he's starting to fade just a little bit on Alex Jankowski as Brandon Walters and Brandon Laux now going to battle. The battle of Brandon's down the back straightaway between Laux and Walters down into turn number 3 and 4. It is still Laux out with the upper advantage. Walters going to jump to the outside. He's still going to battle side by side off the corner down the front straightaway. Brandon Laux has got the advantage, but still Walters right there to the outside. Walters to the outside of Laux here with 7 laps remaining for your race leader, Alex Jankowski, as Brandon Laux runs the low side. Yellow lights are on.
All right, caution on 23. We're supposed to be 3rd. I don't know why they put Walters in front of us. Brandon's been ahead of him, but here we are. So starting on the outside.
They work their way off of turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is back out. We're back underway with just 7 laps to go.
Oh, they're 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Rudolph had to check up there as Rude goes to the inside of Laux. Here comes Peyton Talbot. He's going to make it 3 wide with Addison Bowman and Rudolph. Going into turn number 3, Rudolph dives for the open lane on the bottom as they come off turn number 4. That is a hornet's nest back there for spots within and just outside the top 5 as Jankowski pulls away from Janzik at the front of the field.
Down the back straightaway, Eric Rudolph and Brandon Laux now going to battle. Here comes Eric Rudolph to the outside of Laux here for position. Rudolph up on the high side, Laux down low. Peyton Talbot right there behind him. As they work their way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Eric Rudolph trying to get around for that 5th spot. Up on the berm there, almost got up over the berm as they work their way down off turn number 2. It is Brandon Walters and Nick Root now battling for position down into turn number 3 and 4. Nick Root up on the high side right there. Oh, he got the berm. Can he get back up on? He's going to lose positions here. He's going to lose a numerous amount of positions there. Nick Root got up off the berm as they work their way down to turn number 1 and 2. As now Peyton Talbot, Willie Decker to the inside. This time by, it'll be 3 laps to go for your race leader, Kid Rocket, Alex Jankowski.
So Jankowski continuing to motor on here. There's Peyton Talbot with the 14 being challenged by Willie Decker. Root again. You know, sometimes you bite the bear and sometimes the bear bites you. That's the chance you take running that far outside lane, trying to keep it on that very edge of the racing surface as he tries to recover some of that lost ground. We're getting ready for the 2 to go signal for race leader Jankowski as he comes off turn number 4, again looking for his 3rd win here at Utica Rome this season.
Alex Jankowski down through turn number 1 and 2, rolling the low side, then he'll drift up the track down the back straightaway. Kid Rocket, Alex Jankowski down into turn number 3 and 4. This time by, you'll see the white flag from Troyer Sippel. 1 lap to go for race leader Alex Jankowski as he works his way down into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time with that 84 wide. The Covington Township, Pennsylvania native, Kid Rocket, Alex Jankowski. He's been on a tear in 2026. He'll work his way down the back straightaway. The NG Promotions want to go out for the rest of the field. However, off of turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. His 3rd win in 2026. It's going to go to Kid Rocket, Alex Jankowski, victorious. 2nd to go to that Janzik, 3rd, Brandon Walters, 4th, Brandon Longson, 5th at the line, Nick Root gets by Eric Rudolph at the line. Rudolph 6th.
Heat in the right rear. I mean, there's heat in it, but air cleaner. Oh yeah.
Here they're gone.
So we gotta go just a whisker deeper, huh?
Holy shit, I'm 3rd.
And then, holy shit, I'm first. If I hadn't had the caution, they weren't catching you.
And one, it's only tight because I'm going in so slow to try to hook the brown, because if I go in sideways, it does what it does in the free and just slides till it hits the brown, and then the left rear catches and it wants to go to the right.
Right.
Plus the one U tire was kind of out a little farther, so I had to keep going around that.
I don't know, it looked a lot better this week than we've had. I think it's, right now, that's the best car you've had.
It was really good early.
Yeah.
In the bottom. I thought about rolling the top, but it was like a fine line. Like I watched Root go up over.
Many times.
I got by back by him again.
Yeah. Yeah, he went over many times.
That one restart where I started 4th, I kind of rolled the middle. There wasn't much there.
Right.
That's when Rudolph went by me. But then I went back to the bottom when he was going to the top and passed him back.
Now I wonder if we need to drop our left rear. Put a little bit more weight on that right rear.
Yeah, like coming out at 4, it's just like you can feel it just starting to slide out. It just slowly was getting there, and then towards the end there, coming off sideways, going in sideways.
That's what I said to her. I said, you gotta keep hitting your marks on 1 and 2. You miss your mark, and then the car's out from under you. You're still staying ahead of them, but they're catching you just that little bit. But I couldn't tell what was happening on 3 and 4. You see it slow down, but then coming off, it looked like you were holding your own. But
he gets the lead and starts gapping the field, throw the yellow.
Right.
I was trying to get a beetle off.
It's ridiculous.
About gone. I know he said something that they have the 2 gauges, one for the bore and one for the booster. But if it slips past it, you're illegal. Either one of them. So.
You want to give us a recap, Mr. Smooth?
We started 7th in the feature. Got up to 3rd pretty quick.
Yes.
Like the first 2 laps or so. And then slowly took the lead and led a decent amount of laps. car was really good in the beginning. Then I was running around the bottom, and the top ended up coming in, I guess, and
Sorry.
a couple of guys started rolling around the top, and then there was a ton of cautions that weren't quite helping us at all. But we ended up, we fell back to like 6th or 5th and got back to 4th, so another top 5. So pretty solid night.
Yeah, we'll take a top 5, especially here at Utica. I feel like that is a winner in our book. But schedule wise, it's definitely going to change with our motor being blown. More details on that in our Facebook page, so be sure to check that out to stay in the loop. But we will only be running Thunder with our 600 ride, thanks to Josh and his son Bentley. So we'll see you tomorrow at Thunder with that, and yeah, I think that's it. Anything else?
No.
No? Okay. Well, with that, bye guys.